Bit of a chill in the air, football weather creeping in. It's week 7 here in Texas State Brazil Friday Night Hits. Welcome in. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks as always for joining us. Another Gaffney and Burns battle on the reservation tonight in our game of the week presented by Blue Ridge Electric. Chase Justice has the highlights.
Our Week 7 game of the week pins a pair of 5A Region 2 rivals against one another as the Gaffney Indians put their undefeated region record to the test against the Burns Rebels. These two teams have split the past 10 matchups right down the middle. First quarter, Burns ahead 3-0. Kane Rogers buying time, finds Shannon Harris down the sideline. Harris makes a man miss and chugging his way into the end zone for the 70-yard score. Burns up 10-0 early. Gaffney comes right back and answers the call. Second quarter, Indians running some misdirection, faking the screen, and giving it to Justin Dawkins, who rolls 30 yards untouched into the end zone. Gaffney pulls it to a 3-point game, now 10-7. Later in the second quarter, Gaffney forces Burns to punt, but there's a bad snap over the head of the punter. Loose ball in the end zone, and A.J. Logan says, "Don't mind if I do." Gaffney takes its first lead of the night, 14-10. That's your score at the break. Picking things up late in the fourth quarter, Gaffney looking to put a bow on this one, up 21-16. Josiah Hill forcing his way into the end zone. Indians make it 28-16, and that's how it ends as Donnie Littlejohn picks up his first win over Burns since taking over as the head coach of the Gaffney Indians.
We want to put the best product we can on the field on Friday night. I think we did. I think that this may be a game we finally put, 4 quarters together, all 3 phases. And I'm just excited for these guys, and again, it keeps us on the hunt for a region championship.
And those Gaffney Indians staying undefeated in region play. They will stay right here at the reservation for a home date against the Riverside Warriors, while the Burns Rebels will head back to Nixon Field, where they will play host to Eastside next Friday night. In Gaffney, I'm Chase Justice, WIFF News 4 Sports.
Chase, thank you. Good-looking win for Gaffney. Tied atop Region 2 3A, Christchurch and Powdersville Patriots have won 4 of their past 5, while the Cavaliers come in on a 5-game win streak. Christchurch sophomore Michael Martin ran for 223 yards and 3 touchdowns. Our game of the week last Friday. Cavaliers leading 14-7 in the second. The Patriots on the march. Keegan Reed to Bennett Brooks. Some ambitious moves. Evens the game at 14. My man knocking out some push-ups. 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 all third quarter. Martin met in the gap, stays on his feet, finds an alternative route to the paint. Extra point, no good. Cavaliers up 20-14 at that juncture. On the other end, Reed, the keeper. Powdersville pulls in front. They slip past Christchurch in overtime, 31-28. The Daniel Lions thundering into Travelers Rest. Lions ball in the first quarter, and fireworks right away from Daniel. Kingston Bibb heavies the head that wears the crown. Lions up 7-0, but the Devil Dogs get one back quickly as Colby Epps picks himself on the option. Always choose yourself. 20 yards for the equalizer. And then more from the Daniel Lions as they were just getting cooking in this one. Jace Gross throwing a dot into the end zone to Anthony Scott. My goodness, that's a nice throw right there. The Lions go up 21-7. They never looked back en route to a 53-7 win over TR. Mauldin playing much better football this year, but still in search of their first region win at home against Easley. Green Wave trailing 7-3 in the second quarter. Josiah Coleman buying some time back there in the pocket, connects with Caden Blossomgame, and Blossomgame dragged down at the 1-yard line. Coleman finishes it off on the next snap with a quarterback keeper. Easley pulls ahead 10-7. Mavericks turn to answer, and they certainly would. Langston Reddick to Micah McClintock. McClintock weaving through the defense with some vigor. Mauldin works it down in close, and right on the doorstep, Taurus Thomason. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Mauldin cuts down the Green Wave 49-24.
Number 11, Taurus Thomason.
Greenville blown out on opening night, but the Red Raiders haven't lost since, leading Region 1 5A with Greenwood in hot pursuit. The Eagles only lost this year by a single point. Raiders top defense in the region. Greenwood the highest scoring offense, so something's got to give in the Battle of the G's. Starts with some trickery from Greenwood. Tristan Lewis to Jay Duncan, and just like Antonio Williams last weekend, Duncan dials up a deep shot to Thomas Chandler. MIG 7-0 Greenwood. Just a 2-score game into the fourth. Raiders trailing by a couple of touchdowns. Keyshawn Farrow escapes. How did he get away from them? He's one to Archie Shell. Raiders within a score, 21-14, but here comes Greenwood, and there goes Tristan Lewis, the Gamecock commit, keeping to the corner store, and Greenwood wins going away 42-14. Coach, your thoughts?
Oh yeah, it's a huge win. We told them that on Monday that this win this game right here
would dictate a lot of what happens, come November and December. So we really needed this one, and our guys came out and they were determined to do it, and we did it.
It's a great win for Greenwood. They go to Woodmont next week while Greenville gets Mauldin. Let's show you some scores around the area. Ware Shoals, what a story. The Fighting Hornets are still unbeaten. They beat McCormick 48-0. Blacksburg beating Landrum on the road 14-6. Dorman has been dominant thus far. They're 5 wins by an average of 26 points. Haven't been able to beat Spartanburg, though, in several years. The Vikings have won 4 straight against the Cavaliers. Dorman won 4 straight before that. Dorman driving first quarter. Isaac Tate from the 3, and his quarterback knew it right away. Cavaliers out in front. Spartanburg ball on the doorstep. Trent Lynch answering with a direct snap touchdown. And on the very next Vikings drive, Lynch exits stage left, 83 yards to push the Vikings ahead. He ran for $178. This was an absolute battle in the Berg. Will Love, the kicker, drills a 51-yarder as time expires to lift the Vikings to a 5th straight win over Dorman, 33-30. Eyes on the sky in Greer, rivalry night at Riverside. Warriors going for a 5th straight against Eastside. How about the zoom here from 1,500 feet? Gideon Murhib to Connor Soboleski in the back corner. Bit of an unconventional angle, avant-garde if you will, but a touchdown all the same. 7-zip Riverside. Second quarter, Warriors leading 10-0. Keelan Durham finds the end zone for Eastside. The Eagles go for 2, and they get it, but Riverside goes on to get the 49-36 win over the Eagles for a 5th straight in their rivalry against Eastside. A throwback rivalry at Blue Ridge. The Fighting Tigers 4-2 for the first time since 2014, hoping to snap a 9-game skid against Greer. The Yellow Jackets have won 3 in a row since their 0-4 start, and they were cooking in this one against Blue Ridge. Xavier Samet for Greer connects with Tucker Hudson, a 44-yard touchdown. What a grab right there by Hudson. Greer up 7-0 in the first quarter, and it's Blue Ridge's turn to answer. Mitch Bobbitt taking the swing pass and scoring from 15 yards out. Extra point no good. Tigers down a digit, 7-6. Then it's Calvin McCoy for Greer. He's into the end zone from 9 yards out. Greer takes a 14-6 lead, and Gavin Forrester for Blue Ridge, they'd come right on back and get Marquill Troop for the 50-yard touchdown. They'd go for 2. They'd get it. They'd tie the game at 14, but Greer pulls away for a big 61-21 win over their rival. All right, we're going to take a quick time out here on Texas Day Brazil Friday Night Hits. We got a bunch more football to come, but first, it's mic'd up tonight with Wren head coach Anthony Freight.
Well, we got the ball and we're facing the wind. That's good. Got everything we wanted. The offsides, Joe? What's that now?
You ain't gonna start that already.
He was? No, I was asking. Was he? No, was he?
I thought you said he was.
No, I was asking. I want you to work underneath that number 1 receiver. Look for the wheel. If you're inside out, we're in much better shape. If you're inside out, that ball bounces. You should be inside out of that thing.